When I was a kid, I was told that simplicity in its simplest form is something you won't ever see anywhere else. It's something that's so beautiful that it can't be measured inside of synthesizers and inside of beats and inside of measures per minute. It's its own focus and it takes precedence over everything else. It's like a sunrise that you can't stand to look inside of. And every time you look inside of it, you see a little bit more of yourself. For even though the cynics of the universe decide that they want to see the world through a faded lens and they want to see everything in black and white and pretend that everything's going to be horrible and horrible someday, you can't get away from the fact that every time that you look down the street and you see the famous flower in Manhattan standing right next to you, that a little piece of music doesn't step inside of yourself and you don't get happy for 1 second. Because even though we're more inclined to believe that the world is going to be this horrible thing, that it's going to be the evilest side, and even though there's a lot of crime and shitty things that are going on in the world today, you got to understand that every single time that you wake up, every single morning, the world reinvents itself so it can be something new. So it can be something new and it can be beautiful for you. And I know that nothing's ever going to seem like it's 100% perfect, and every time that you wake up it's going to be a brand new struggle, but it's the beautiful struggle of life that makes everything worth it. You see, I've hung out in this life for 18 years now, and I've worn the same pair of shoes for a while, and I've understood that my system, the brain that I was dealt with and the anxiety that riddles me, it's gonna be its own thing, and I gotta let my demons handle themselves outside of my complex, because inside of my complex mind, I know that nothing's gonna be perfect, but I know that as long as I see the sunshine waving itself outside of my window when I wake up on the earliest days, I understand that everything's gonna be perfect, and that's the only motivation I need.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period. We didn't grow up with the sense that where we were was where we were going to be. You know, we grew up with the sense that where we were almost didn't matter.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is